Hey everyone, T2RX6 here, back for another, well, I don't want to say Transformers review because it has nothing to do with a Transformer. It is a transforming robot. Today in the mail, UPS dropped off TRNS-01 Valkyrie. Absolutely not a Transformer, has nothing to do with Transformers. Who are we kidding? It's Arcee. As you can see, the box is very G1. It's made by Impossible Toys. You got a nice picture of Arcee here, and yeah, you know, you got the red to the black with the grid in it, just like you had on the old G1 boxes. It says 8 and up. Now, I cheated a little. I've already opened this and messed around with it. I don't recommend it for 8 and up. I recommend it for much older. I wouldn't even consider this much of a toy. The back of the box, very much like the G1, has, you know, one of the battle scenes on it, and of course the tech spec, but you don't need a decoder. Kinda would have been a nice touch if you did need a decoder, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice presentation. The side again shows the transformations just like you would have had on an old G1 box. Same thing on that side, and then Impossible Toys, and tells you what's inside it. So, I don't even know where Macau, I don't know how you say it. I don't know where that is on a map. That's something I'm gonna have to Google later. But let's open it up and take a look at it here. You get instructions. They are a single piece of paper, black and white. Pretty similar to the old G1 instructions there. Nothing fancy. Arcee herself is packaged in here. The first thing you're going to say when you open this is, holy crap, this is small. That's what I said, at least, when I opened it. And it is small. It is a very small toy. But it is an incredibly nice looking representation of Arcee. It does suffer a little though, because you can tell they molded it out of white plastic and they hand painted it, and because of that you can see mine has a scuff that was on there as it came out of the box. If you look really close, I don't know if you're gonna get any of it to focus here. Now it looks pretty good, but you can actually in person see some of the brush strokes on it. Here's the underside. No visible head syndrome. Visible back of head syndrome maybe. The back of the car is not really too pretty, but what can you do? You have to find some way to have the legs transform. Just to show you how small she is, remember that this is a $70 toy, and this is a $12 Hasbro release. So you are roughly 2/3 the size of Sideswipe. So it is a relatively small toy. So I can completely understand right away if you're not into spending the money on something like Warbot Defender and you're looking to get an Arcee, this is not going to be the toy for you. I'm telling you right now. In fact, when you get this, you have tons of little details on this, and it totally is going to benefit from someone who can sit down and actually give it a better paint job than what comes stock on here, because it's not a very pretty paint job. It's okay, it's passable, but there's tons of details here that are just missed because it didn't get as good of a paint job as it should. So I'm going to take this over to robot mode and I will be back. Oh yeah, one more quick thing I wanted to mention before I take it to robot mode. Some of you may be wondering about the quality of this, and I can tell you right now, it's very much like one of those Gundam kits. I used to do them back in college, and it feels like the exact same type of plastic. It doesn't feel like it's gonna break, but it's definitely not as robust as a Hasbro release kit. One thing to note is she is a little bit wobbly there, so things don't seem to lock very good, but I'm putting it on a shelf. I'm not going to be wobbling it around, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Anyway, on to robot mode and we'll be back. Alright guys, I am back and we've got Arcee here in her robot mode. It's pretty good. Still reminds me a lot of the Gundam kit just because some things are a little bit loose feeling. Yeah, you can see. Maybe. I probably won't do it yet. Kind of fidgets around pretty easy. One thing that I was curious of when I saw the picture was, can her gun be removed? And yes, it can. Looks kind of like a G.I. Joe gun, actually. The size is pretty good. Definitely looks like it'll benefit from some paint apps and possibly some like repro labels. You can see the head here. The detail it's pretty good. If it'll focus. There you go. Definitely could benefit to having some extra paint apps put on it just to bring out some more detail. So it's an expensive toy that you're probably going to have to customize a little to make it look really good, in my opinion. Here's just the back view here so you can see how she looks. It's nice. I like it. Again, if you weren't going to buy, say, Warbot Defender because he was a little bit too expensive for you, and you want a Classics Arcee, I'd say wait and hope Hasbro has one, because Warbot Defender brings a lot more to the table for just about the same price. But it is a really nice Arcee, and with a little bit of touching up, I think we can make it really good. Here's an example of her next to a Henkei Hot Rod, or Rodimus, whatever you want to call him. You can actually see she's about the same size, if not a little bit taller than him. Yeah, it really fits well with the scale, even though her car is pretty tiny when she's in her alt mode. But I guess that's kind of par for the course on such a small vehicle there. But it does look good. It does look good when it's sitting next to some of the classics, and it certainly looks good next to Hot Rod. I would show you Springer, but currently he's in his helicopter mode, and I don't have him readily available. I'm just looking at her now, and I do see that because she was hand painted, if you look really close around her face here, you can see that some of the blue there, where someone brushed against around her nose there. So it definitely needs work. Definitely has areas such as on the legs and stuff that could be given some color just to bring out some of the areas maybe around the knee joints there. And overall, I think it would really help the figure out with some of those little extra paint apps. But it's not bad. Again, it's not a type of toy that everyone's gonna want, just simply because of its cost. But there she is, the Valkyrie, and I'm T2RX6. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'm T2RX6. Thanks for watching. See you again next time. Hey everyone, me again. Just real quick, just to show you that it's hand painted and you're kind of gonna have to watch for that. I just noticed right around the ball joint for her shoulder, you can see where she's already rubbed some of her own paint off. So it's definitely gonna be something that you're gonna have to be careful with. It's not for everyone, definitely. So there she is. I'm T2RX6. Thanks for watching.